We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good evening, peeps, and welcome to another SpeedPaint. This time it's a Christmas edition. Because let's be honest, who doesn't love Christmas? Who doesn't love just eating cookies, just eating yourself fat, probably overworking yourself since December is pretty rough when it comes to work. And then also just listening to Christmas songs over and over again. Until you start losing your friggin' mind. Now, I didn't really have any other topic to talk about while doing a speed paint, and I wanted to do something more Christmas related, because I haven't really done anything. I'm not planning to do anything that special for Christmas. Maybe I'll be doing like a Christmas special video or something that I'll be smacking together, but right now, I don't really actually have that many ideas. And also, as mentioned, December, it's not exactly... It's probably a very tight schedule, or it's not probably, it definitely is a very tight schedule month. I don't have a lot of time to just make up new ideas. I almost missed some recordings a few days ago, and I kinda had to massive record just like 4 to 5 videos in a day. That might not sound like a lot to you, but when all of those episodes are like 5 or like an hour long each, and just, that's a long time, so I'm definitely gonna be busy for this December just trying to keep up with the schedule that I set for myself. At this point, it actually almost feels like Christmas is just like a band-aid on top of all the workload, well, I don't know, a lot of the work is because of Christmas, especially if you work in retail. If you work in retail this time of year, I am very sorry for you. If you work in any like big mall or any place where they sell anything that could be put into a gift box, I am very sorry. You're probably very tired every time you get home from work. And I'm sorry, at least you can get completely wasted on, I don't know, eggnog. Here in Denmark we also have something called gløgg, but I don't know what it's called in other languages. But yeah, I like Christmas. I like winter in general actually. It's my favorite time of the year because that means it's a very good excuse to, you know, just sit inside and do nothing the whole day. And just because you can always just say, it's too cold, I don't want to go outside, it's too cold. And also definitely if it's snowing, oh my god, I love it. And also, actually, I'm the kind of guy who likes when it gets dark outside, like, really early. Or, like, I wake up and it's dark, and then when I drive home in my bus, it's still dark outside. And I don't know, it's nice because it makes it easier to sleep on the bus. And it's just lovely, and it's such a cozy time of the year. Everyone else I know, they seem to hate it because they, like, get more tired and stuff. Well, I haven't actually really noticed that I get more tired because I have my curtains down all the time anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but now I just have an excuse to stay inside, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, I like winter, but apparently it turns out winter does not like me. I tend to get very sick every time it's winter. It's not really, well, I don't know, maybe it's a cold or something, but I always seem to get sick. I always seem to just get wheezy and I can't go outside, and it's just that thing I mentioned about it being a very busy time of the month or time of the year. Yeah, that doesn't help. It doesn't help that I'm being sick the times I really need to be working. Also, the other day where I said I recorded like 4 episodes that were like an hour long, I had a really coarse. I don't know what you say in English. I had a very sick throat. I felt my throat was hurting, but I just had to push through those episodes. That's also why. That's the thing about, you know, I want to be more genuine when I work on videos. I actually want to be happy when I'm working on videos. I want to be working on videos because I want to be working on videos, but I just don't really have the time. I guess that's a thing I could plan for next year, or what do you call it, New Year's resolutions, that I should find more time to just enjoy recording instead of just forcing myself to record. I don't force myself to record a lot, but it's just, you know, I want to get better at that. Sorry about that. Maybe people were right. Maybe you get more tired and just all around depressed around winter. I don't know. I didn't mean to go off on a dark track there. So where do you guys go to Christmas anyway? Do you go to like your parents'? I'm going to my grandparents, and we do that every year. That's in the other end of the country, even though that might not sound as bad as if you live in like America or something. I have to drive like a couple of hours and I'll be there. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Actually, I always wanted to go or like celebrate Christmas in a place like America or something, because it's just, I have to say, you guys, oh, you are very troublesome, you Americans, but you definitely know how to celebrate, like Halloween. I also said that in like my Halloween, I think it was a SpeedPaint too. God, I love when you put a lot of effort into celebrating. Of course, it's just all a big corporate commercialism, like big commercials and stuff like that, and it's just a lot of selling and buying and everything. But still, I call it celebration. It's lovely, and I would love to go to like New York or somewhere where it's actually really cold. Because here in Denmark, it doesn't really get that cold actually. I think we're lucky to maybe get snow this winter. That's not every year. That's kind of like a thing. Here it's always a gamble whether or not it'll get snowy. I want to go to like a country where every year it's like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be snowing. I want that. I want to live in like Canada or something. I'm probably gonna regret saying that if I ever move to Canada, but never mind. I like snow, but it's like, in Denmark it's also gross because then it's like one day it snows. And then, of course, there's a lot of snow outside, but that just means for the rest of the month, it'll just be like this weird, you know, like the squishy, like half-melted snow. I don't know if there's a particular word for that in English. I've encountered 3 words today that I don't really know. But yeah, the snow gets all squishy, and it's gross, and it gets all wet. It's not like the fun, just very cold type, just gets into your boots, and then it's all wet and cold. That is probably the worst kind of weather you can encounter. But I guess that's just something we have to deal with. You get a little bit of everything in this country, so you just have to live with the fact that it's gonna be a little bit random from time to time. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, this is very important. How do you celebrate Christmas in your country? That is, if you're from another country. Because in my country, it's like, we actually share presents on the 24th. Like the whole family, like grandparents, everything, cousins, just meet up one house and then we just share presents on the 24th, and then we open them on the same day and we show each other what we got, and it's just like the tag who we got the presents from. Because I've never really celebrated Christmas in another country, but I always just seen like the movies and stuff, that there's just all these presents that appear under the Christmas tree or something on the 25th. If you're a child, and you wait to open your presents to the 25th? Is that, like, how common is that? Because is that just a Britain thing? America thing or something? I don't really know. I was always just curious about that, because we never really got any presents from Santa as children. That it wasn't, like, my parents never tried to sell that. They were never like, Santa has come with presents. No, it's just we shared presents with each other, like the whole family, and that's just it. But yeah, if you come from another country or a country where you have a particularly weird Christmas tradition, or maybe that's just your family, write it in the comments. I'm curious to see if things are actually that different in other countries, or if I'm just unaware of how everyone else celebrates Christmas. But anyways, it wasn't really like I had a plan for this video. I just wanted to make something Christmassy, so I literally just sat down and thought, okay, Christmas thoughts. I need to think about Christmas, cold, winter, and I just steamroll that right on out to a video. So sorry if this seemed a little rushed, but I didn't really have any like notes or anything like of things to talk about, so hopefully it didn't turn out to be too fast-paced, because I feel like I went off track a bit. But anyways, it's the Christmas spirit. Don't judge me and be nice, okay? But anyways, hopefully the picture turned out alright. I haven't drawn it yet, so I don't really know. I just had to draw this because now I finally had 10 minutes to actually record this. But hopefully it turned out nice. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Bye bye.